The day the college entrance examination results are released, my sister snatched my notice from Qingbei. He took my name and went to the capital. And I, being stuffed into a sedan chair by parents, married to a drooling fool from a neighboring village in exchange for a bride price, just to collect travel expenses for my sister. 10 years later, my sister became a famous diplomat. When returning to my hometown to visit relatives, the whole village beats gongs and drums, and I was tortured by a family of fools until I became filled with hatred and resentment. Open your eyes again. Cicadas chirping outside the window. I went back to the day before the college entrance examination results were released. At this time, on the table is the unopened email that just arrived. This time, that admission letter leading to destiny. I want to hand it to my twin sister. Come on, the dead girl hasn't gotten up yet. Go get the letter in. Mother Zhang Hohat's scolding came from the yard. I take a deep breath, suppress the hatred that surges in my heart. I quickly dug out an envelope that I had prepared from the pile of old books under the bed. That's the Pheasant University admissions brochure I picked up from the garbage dump in town a few days ago. Carefully cut by me. Collage, stuffed into a decent envelope. There are several large gilded characters written on it. Yanjing Royal Women's College. This name sounds deceptive. In fact, it is a leather bag company that specializes in defrauding money. I quickly stuffed the real ID and the real notice just delivered by the postman into the compartment of my underwear. That's my life. This time, no one can take it away. The fake envelope in my hand, pretending to just wake up, rubbing his eyes and walking out the door. Mom, it's a letter from Beijing. Beijing. Zhang Hohat's eyes lit up as she was feeding chickens in the yard, not waiting for my brother to come over. My sister Li Xiaodi rushed out of the house. He snatched the envelope from my hand. It's mine. It must be my admission letter. My sister couldn't wait to tear open the envelope. Yanjing Royal Women's College. Mom, look. Is the Royal Palace the place where kids used to study? Oh my dear. Zhang Hohat is illiterate, but when I heard the word royal, the wrinkles on my face are all blooming with smiles. This name sounds noble when you hear it. Much better than that Qingbei area. I knew my Xiaodi was a phoenix. It's my destiny to be a queen. Father Li Daqiang also came over. Look at that fancy notice. Swallowed. It says first assignment to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Really, Dad, I want to go. I want to be a diplomat. I saw the right moment. I asked weakly. What about mine? The postman uncle said there is another letter. Dad, Mom. I also passed the exam. How can my family have the money to support 2 college students? Your sister went to the Royal College. That means he will be a high official in the future. Li Daqiang picked up his sister's fake notice. Point to the line of small letters above. His brows furrowed. The tuition fee is 5,000 a year. The elder sister was anxious, holding Li Daqiang's arm and acting coquettishly. Dad, it's written on it. As long as you enter school, from now on, you will be a member of the country. The salary is calculated in US dollars. When the time comes, I will take you all to the capital to enjoy the blessings. The hesitation in Li Daqiang's eyes wavered. He turned his head. Come on, you saw it too. This is all we have at home. Your sister's school is good. Great future. What kind of crappy school is that of yours? It sounds like he is a part-time worker. Why don't you just stop reading? You are earthy. Not your sister either. It would be embarrassing to go to the capital. This money. You have to stay close to your sister. I didn't speak. Last life. I cried and begged them. He said there is no tuition fee in Qingbei. There are also scholarships, but they don't believe it at all. I just feel like I'm trying to steal my sister's spotlight. The tuition fee is still 3,000 short. At the dinner table, the atmosphere is horribly depressing. Li Daqian Fronat. All the family's savings have been dug out. Even the coffin is included. I only collected 2,000. Zhang Hohat's eyes fell on me faintly. The stupid son of Lao Wang's family in the next village. Always looking for a wife. I heard that the bride price is high. Hearing this, I put down my chopsticks. Mom, do you want me to marry that drooling fool? What kind of fool is not a fool? The family is rich. When you marry, you will be rich and have a good time. I can also help your sister. This is your blessing. I was silent for a long time. It's been so long that Li Daqiang is impatient. Okay, I'll marry you. However, I have a condition. I'm going to town to register. You need to give me your household registration book for use. Since you want to get married, I have to make a clean break with this family. Please write me a letter of severance of relations. From now on I will be born into the Wang family. Death is the ghost of the Wang family. I have nothing to do with your Li family anymore. I don't want to be sucked by your blood when the time comes. Yes, Dad, why are you hesitating? With this money, I can go to Beijing. Wait until I become a diplomat. Why do you need this money-losing thing? Driven by greed, the parents quickly wrote a letter of severance of relations. Also pressed the red handprint, holding that light piece of paper and the heavy household registration book. A big stone in my heart finally fell to the ground. The next day, an excuse to go to town to buy a dowry. I took my household registration book and went straight to the police station. Migrate your own account page separately. What's more important? I found a public phone. Called the admissions office of Qingbei University. Confirmed my admission information. Done all this. Am standing at the crossroads of the town, looking at the bustling crowd, showing his first sincere smile since his rebirth. When returning home, the house is busy. The matchmaker came with the fool's family. That fool is bleeding. Just smile when you see people. Reach out and grab my chest. I resisted my nausea and ran away. In the evening, my sister was trying on a new dress in the house. I bought that with my bride price. So beautiful. That's right, everyone in the city wears this. How? Envious? What a pity. You can only wear coarse cloth from now on. I'm not angry. Instead, he walked over and said mysteriously, sister, I heard people in town say, nowadays, young ladies in the city don't need cash to go to school. What to use? Using student loans is a status symbol. And I heard that the Royal Academy is full of nobles. If you are dressed too shabbily, will be looked down upon. This 3,000 yuan tuition is enough. But what about living expenses? Where is the money to buy the bag? What about money for relationship management? My sister's eyes twinkled. That's vanity at work. So, what should we do? Sister, isn't Zhaoguangtou at the east end of the village lending money? I heard that the interest rate is higher though. But as long as you become a diplomat in the future, that little money is not enough to sprinkle water on you. Yes, wait until I earn US dollars. These few $100s are nothing. That night, under the crying and instigation of my sister, Li Daijian bravely went to Zhao Guangta's house. I borrowed 2,000 yuan from a loan shark. I watched Li Daqiang put his thumbprint on the IOU with a high interest rate outside the window. I sneered in my heart again and again. This family is really greedy to the core. The entrance banquet was held with great splendor. The whole village came. Li Daqiang's face is red. He brags to everyone that his eldest daughter has been admitted to the Royal Academy. I'm going to meet foreign presidents in the future. My sister is wearing that red dress, like a proud peacock. Shuttle among the crowd, enjoying the praise of the villagers. Jadi is really promising. That is. Look at that temperament. Not like us people in the valley. And I, wearing a patched skirt, squatting in the back kitchen brushing stacks of greasy plates. The banquet reaches its climax. Li Daqiang got drunk. Stand up to speak. I wiped my hands. He walked out carrying a red cloth bag. Dad's sister. I walked to the center of the yard. Opened the red cloth bag in front of the whole village. Inside is a thick-looking stack of money. On the top is a $5 sheet. The bottom is full of good old newspapers. But in the dim light, no one can see clearly. Sister, these are all the private houses I have saved. And the money I got from selling my hair. I know that my family wants to support me. I spent all my bride price. Also borrowed money. I don't blame you. Really. You take this money. Arriving in the capital. Don't hurt yourself. I also deliberately took out a corner of the copy of the loan shark contract from my bag. Caught in money. Okay. I guess you have some conscience. My sister even grabbed the red cloth bag directly. Without even looking at it, he stuffed it into his arms. Guess you know the truth. I looked at everyone's expressions. Very satisfied. This drama. Not only is it confirmed that they took my bride price, it was also confirmed that the loan shark was to borrow money from my sister to go to school. If you default on your debt in the future, the spittle of the whole village could drown them. Late at night, the moon is dark and the wind is high. My sister brought the family's savings and the fake notice. Under the escort of parents, got on a tractor heading to the county seat. Prepared to transfer to the train to Beijing. The dream of her sitting on a branch and turning into a phoenix. His face was full of uncontrollable ecstasy. And just after the tractor's churning sound faded away, I climbed out of the back window. The real Qingbei University admission letter, together with my ID card and household registration page, and the 200 yuan in travel expenses that were secretly taken out of the betrothal gift money paid in advance by the fool's family in the past few days. They were all sewn tightly into the pocket of my underwear. I ran along the dark mountain road. I ran for 3 hours. We just arrived at the bus station in the next county. I didn't go to Beijing. Instead, he jumped on a green train heading south. My university is in the south. I'm going there to start my real life. Get on the train. Looking out the window at the dark mountains receding. That one has trapped me in my past and present lives. The mountain that swallowed the flesh and blood of countless girls. I finally couldn't help it. Full of tears, my sister arrived in the capital. She followed the address on the fake notice. Took a taxi. I spent the last bit of change I had on me. Came to a desolate suburb. Where is the Royal College for Women? There's just a bunch of unfinished buildings there. There are big letters written on the wall. Surrounded by overgrown garbage heaps. Master, are you on the wrong track? You can't be wrong. This is the only road in this land. The driver drove her out of the car impatiently. Sister stands in the wind, holding the gilded notice in hand. Try calling the admissions number above. Sorry, the number you dialed is unavailable. At that moment, her sky fell. Most of the money I had on me was stolen on the train. The rest also paid the fare. She is like a lost aunt in this strange and huge city. At this time, I had successfully registered at the southern campus. College campuses in the 1990s were full of idealism and business opportunities. I'm not like other classmates who only know everything until they die. I take advantage of the information gap that life brings. In school, he resold electronic watches and tapes that were in demand at the time. Class during the day. Setting up a stall at night. Less than a month. Not only did I earn back my tuition fees, I also rented a small, quiet house. Bought a pager. Whenever it is quiet at night, I'm sitting at my desk, listening to the insects outside the window. There is only endless peace in my heart. I know that my sister and I have completely gone to two extremes in our lives. The Li family is in trouble. Idiot Jia Young's team arrived at the door beating gongs and drums, but found that the bride was missing. Where are people? Where is my wife? Only then did Li Daqiang and Zhang Hohat realize that I was missing. Together with the few hundred yuan left in the family, this dead girl who suffered 1,000 cuts actually ran away. Silly dad quits. Okay, I think you guys are working together to cheat on your marriage. Scammed me out of my bride price. Those relatives didn't listen to the explanation at all. He rushed into the house and started smashing it. Pots and pans. It was broken all over the floor, and the new TV I just bought was smashed into holes. Li Daqiang went up to stop him. The big cabinet was thrown out, and he was hit on the head with a stick. Click. Broken. Li Daqiang screamed and fell to the ground. Zhang Hohat was so frightened that she collapsed to the ground. Pay back the money, or I will burn your house down. The idiot dad put down his cruel words and left. The house leaked and it rained all night. Baldy Zhao's loan shark has also come to collect debts. Several bald men blocked the door. I heard that your eldest daughter went to the capital to become an official. Just in time, the father's debt is paid by the son. Bring the money. Li Daqiang is lying on the bed. Zhang Hohat cried to heaven and earth. My daughter is enjoying happiness in Beijing. You go find her. She is a college student. Must have money. They regard their sister as the last straw. But at this time, because my sister was penniless, don't dare to go back to my hometown. In order to survive, for a steamed bun, she had to lower her once proud head. Start washing the hair of those sweaty men. She's in a dark rental house, looking at the face in the mirror that is gradually becoming dusty. Gritting teeth. Li Lady. All because of you. Wait until I turn over. I must kill you. For years of college, I absorb knowledge crazily like a sponge. I published several highly influential economics papers, attracted the attention of the industry, make use of the first pot of gold earned. I boldly invested in real estate stocks that had not yet taken off and several properties in Shenzhen. Assets doubled like a snowball. I changed my name. My name is Li Mingjin. Fame is so beautiful. Live your true self. I am a famous figure on campus. She is a genius girl in the eyes of the teacher. And my sister is sinking deeper and deeper into the quagmire. She got into gambling, because she always wants to get rich overnight. Win back the lost life. As a result, I owe a lot of debt. Completely reduced to a cheap escort girl in the red light district. Li Daqiang and Zhang Hohat finally couldn't stay in the village anymore. The house was taken away by Zhao Guangtou. The land was also occupied by the fool's family. The old couple begged all the way. Take the train to Beijing. They took the fake admission notice. Ask everywhere where the Theatre Royal is. Being chased around as a madman. Finally, on a cold winter night, they met the sister holding an old man's arm to bargain in a dirty back alley. Sister wears revealing short skirt, heavy makeup, sunken cheeks. Where is there any trace of the water spirit of the past? Zhaodi, it's Zhaodi. My sister turned around and saw the ragged clothes. Parents who are full of bad smells. The first reaction was to turn around and run away. I don't know you. Get out of here. You heartless. I'm your mother. Zhang Hohat rushed forward and grabbed her hair. Mother and daughter struggled in the street, surrounded by people watching the excitement. Pointing. Piercing cry. I opened a corner of the newspaper. Saw this social news. Blind abortion mother and daughter fight each other on the street. Already due to uneven distribution of spoils. I put down the newspaper. Take a sip of hand-ground coffee, he said calmly to the assistant beside him. Put this newspaper away. Useful in the future. 3 years later. That's the 10th year since I was reborn. I'm already a partner at a well-known investment firm. Driving an imported car. Well-dressed. Strong aura. In order to completely solve the remaining problems of the household registration. Also to put an end to this revenge. I decided to return home in glory. When the car drove into the dilapidated mountain village. Caused a huge sensation. It's the daughter of Lao Li's family who's back. I heard I made a fortune. Li Daqiang and Zhang Hohat were deported to their hometowns long ago. Now he lives in a ruined temple at the end of the village. Make a living by picking up rags. Heard the news. They came out like mad dogs. Zhaodi, is that you? Mom knew you had potential. Zhang Hohat rushed to my car. Those dirty hands are about to slap on the car window. The car window slowly lowers. I take off my sunglasses. Look at them coldly. See clearly who I am. Zhang Hohat was stunned. Li Daqiang was also stunned. Come on lady, you're the fat one. Okay you damn girl. Now that you've made a fortune, why don't you quickly take the money to honor me? Do you know what life has been like for us these past few years? He stretched out his hand to pull the car door. He even greeted the rogue next to him. Detain him for me. This car is mine too. They still want to control me like before. Even want to sell me again. It's a pity that I'm no longer that little girl who lets others take advantage of me. I snapped my fingers. 2 bodyguards in black got out from behind the car. There is also a lawyer in a suit and tie. Bodyguards are like killing chickens. Directly press Li Daqiang and Zhang Hohat to the ground. Presumptuous, I am her father. I push the car door. High heels on the dusty ground. Looking down at these embarrassed parents. Dad, it seems we have severed our relationship long ago. The lawyer steps forward, taking out a stack of documents from the briefcase. This is the letter of severance signed by you 10 years ago. And this one. This is proof that Ms. Li helped you repay part of your debt at that time. In addition, I pointed to the policeman getting out of the police car behind me. Regarding your attempts to abduct women, illegal detention, and extortion in recent years. I have already reported the crime. The evidence is conclusive. Li Daqiang and Zhang Hohat were completely dumbfounded, trembling with fear. Lady, I am your mother. Just then, a crazy woman burst out of the crowd. It's sister. Because she was infected with a disease, sent back by the Beijing police. Nowadays there are neither humans nor ghosts. There are sores all over the face. Lady, it's you. It was you who hurt me. My sister saw my glamorous appearance. The jealousy in his eyes turned into actual poisonous fire. She waved a pair of scissors in her hand, rushing up like crazy. All this originally belonged to me. It was you who stole my luck. I'm going to ruin your face. The bodyguard is about to take action. I wave my hand, sideways and nimbly avoid. My sister missed it. Fell heavily in the mud puddle. That tattered skirt was instantly covered with mud. I walked up to her. Squat down, close to her ear. Say it in a voice that only the two of us can hear. Sister, haven't you always wanted to know why that notice was fake? Sister raised her head suddenly. Stare at me. I smiled slightly. Eyes cold and biting. Because I changed it. The real Qingbei notice has always been on me. My sister's pupils dilated instantly. The whole person felt like being struck by lightning. The huge shock brought by the truth completely destroyed her last bit of consciousness. She is crazy. Completely crazy. There is no suspense in the ending. Li Daqiang and Zhang Hohot were taken into a police car for multiple crimes. What awaits them will be a cold prison sentence. They are still scolding me to death for being ineffective. But the surrounding villagers just looked on with cold eyes. Some people even clapped their hands and cheered. My sister is mentally ill, plus a whole body of diseases. Sent to a very crude mental hospital. He will die in pain soon. Deal with all the mess. I successfully moved my account out completely. Sunset. I sit back in the car. The car starts slowly, driving away from this small mountain village full of sin and ignorance. I looked in the rearview mirror. The village is getting smaller and smaller. Finally turned into a black spot. Disappear from view.